All right, dude. We're back with another episode. UFC 317 in the books. Ilia
Dang,
Topuria,
crazy.
the undisputed greatest fighter of all time.
Yeah, so far.
Uh, yeah, dude. Let's just get right into it, dude.
All
Ilia
right.
Topuria. He said he was gonna
What's
knock
up?
Charles out round one. What did he do?
He knocked him out in like what, 2 minutes?
So remember maybe like 15 episodes ago when you were telling me I was glazing Ilia?
I mean, glazing is glazing no
Hey,
matter what.
but is it justified glazing though?
Now, yeah. Now it's a justified glazing, but you're glazing no matter what.
Hey, bro, just gotta hop on early.
All right. You hop
But
on what?
just yeah. Wait,
Hop on
hold
what
on.
exactly?
But let's see. Let's see. Um, I told you, dude. Didn't I tell you at the weigh-ins when he said, "I'm sorry it had to be you.
That was cold.
I'm sorry."
That I agreed. I agreed.
If anybody ever told me that, dude, I'd miss weight and let Armand just step in, bro. Hopefully Armand
That
beats
that
him.
would have been cool too. I would have accepted that too. But I don't know. I don't know why Armin's so cocky right now, man.
I mean, technically he did beat Charles, so he should have been up next. But
Uh-huh.
just
I mean, he was
the UFC,
punished.
the UFC don't like you pulling out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, but now that we know that Ilya can be doubted no more, who do
No.
you think should he fight next?
We all know. Come on, man. We all know who the next fight is.
Say his
Islam
name.
or bust.
Oh,
Islam
okay.
or
I
bust.
thought you were gonna say Patty the Batty.
Nah. I mean,
Well,
just okay, for the sake of what's happening right now, since Islam still has to fight JDM for the title, and if Ilia Topuria still wants to stay active, then I'm going with Patty because there's a story there. But I would just want Patty to have one more fight, to be a definitive contender, maybe fight Gaethje like how the rumors were going around, but now they're not going around anymore because Patty said she's not fighting Gaethje. But just one more, and then so we have a for sure contender. So, I mean, with all that being said, I guess Armin, I would say Armin. Soryukin, yeah.
see, and I was about to come up in here and expect you to say that Patty the Batty's next, and I had this whole speech on how he's undeserving and needs one more, but you took it right out of my mouth. Dude. I thought you was a Patty.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
You're a purist,
I
huh?
like, I like Patty the Batty a lot, and dude, I just can't wait till both of their walkouts happen,
Oh,
and then
dude.
everybody's going insane for Patty the Batty in the beginning, and then you hear that guitar riff in the beginning for Ilia Topuria's song, and how everybody was freaking out with the previous fight in 317. That walkout was insane. You could feel the energy, that it brings me back to those Connor days for sure.
Dude, as soon as you hear that thing,
Yeah, it
ah,
it, it was cool, and he just looked like he was in the moment, soaking it all in. He wasn't even you know how we say a nervous man is a dangerous man.
mm-hmm.
It looks like a happy man right there is even more dangerous because he was so confident that he already had the win.
Yeah, so I agree though that Patty should probably fight Gaethje just to. But that's the thing. So like you risk. I mean Gaethje, ain't no walk in the park on nobody.
No,
So you knocks
no,
Patty out. There goes that mega fight.
yeah,
But then if you just give Patty the Batty the next fight, you have
uh-huh.
like Sean
It's not a mega
O'Malley.
fight.
Yeah, so
It's
you
not a
have like
mega fight.
Sean O'Malley versus like the Cheeto Vera too. Or it's
Yeah,
like there's a story there, but that dude didn't deserve it.
yeah, no,
So
100%.
yeah, but that's the thing though. So fuck. What do you do, bro? What do you do? I mean, Armand makes good sense though, because that dude's
Yeah,
actually pretty
Armin.
legit.
Uh,
And then assuming Islam and JDM fight in October,
Uh-huh.
they'll probably. I mean, depending on the ass whooping Islam takes. I mean,
Yeah.
if it goes in and out, arm triangles him in round one. It goes untouched. You have a case to have them fight again in December. That's
Yeah.
still 8 weeks.
But Islam won't take it that quick. He's not like that.
I mean, he takes pretty last minute replacement fights. He didn't say no to nobody.
True.
So
True. 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 True.
yeah. So I don't know. But then just
But
if
to
you want
go
to.
in without a complete camp, you think he'd do it?
Oh no, I'm gonna say he still get 8 weeks though.
Oh,
Because say the
really?
fight
Oh, yeah,
happens
yeah,
in
yeah. Okay, okay,
October,
okay, okay.
the fight happens in
Uh-huh.
October, and then the
Yeah.
last pay per views in December. You get like 8 weeks, 7, 8 weeks.
All right, yeah, that's not bad actually.
especially if you go in there
I'm a, I'm
untouched,
a,
you know.
yeah.
But that's the thing though, because if he does fight at 170, he'll probably be weighing like 185, 190 during fight night. So then you got to cut
Hmm.
35 pounds. Yeah.
Yeah,
So maybe
yeah.
not. All right, but what
But
if
he's struggling. He's struggling to make weight. To
155?
yeah, to get more weight. But I think he can get to that weight. I just think he's trying to be more muscular,
Mm-hmm.
if anything. He's just trying to gain more muscle, so then he just cuts and then he keeps that muscle that he made, you know?
Yeah. Okay. What if, you know, TKO, WWE, UFC, all one, right?
Okay.
You take the elements of wrestling, right? The Rock losing to Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes becomes, you know, boom. It's called
Uh-huh.
giving the rub, you know? You got to give him the rub.
Okay.
You throw the bank at Conor McGregor. Throw him in there, dude. It's 170. Don't even make him cut weight. Ilya don't give a damn. 170, bro. Throw it
Ilya,
in.
what
Throw it in the
what
stadium. I think this is what I think. It's just, you know, conspiracy brain working.
okay.
I think the stadium event between Canelo and Crawford is Dana White's like test run on how stadiums will work, you know? See if you can figure it
Okay.
out. And if it's a
Okay.
success, dude, you're gonna get Ilia Topuria in Spain, Real Madrid Stadium. Who better to do that with than Conor McGregor, bro? You send him in there, bro. You
Oh
give, you
my
know,
God.
Connor's gonna sell out, so you know he's gonna sell out
Bro,
in a stadium. So stadium
s-
sellout isn't
you're
even
just
in the
sending
picture.
Connor to his
Yeah,
execution?
but that's
Like,
just fuck it. He's useless at this point.
dude,
Like you know he's gonna
that's
sell out a stadium. You know he's probably gonna get knocked out. He hasn't fought in like 2 years, 3
the
years.
press conference run on that would
Yes,
be
dude. And the whole,
crazy.
oh, you're just a little copy of me, you little twerp.
Yeah,
Dude. And then
dude.
it's just he sends him into space.
Oh, yeah.
Think about how that's cinema.
It's
Absolute
cinema,
cinema.
but now you're just watching a legend like
That's
just
okay though. That's just the way it goes sometimes, you know?
kick the
That's
dirt,
just the
man.
way it
You
goes.
just
You just have to
that's
pass it. You have to
crazy.
pass it on, dude. The UFC has done Conor
Oh
McGregor wonders.
man.
He has
Yeah,
to pay it back. He's got to pay
he
it
has
back.
to pay it back, I guess. Yeah,
Michael
yeah, yeah.
Chandler, bro, he'll
Oh,
see him at the top in 10 years, bro.
What
BKFC would
about
either.
what about that White House fight?
Nah, that's 2026. Too long. You got to
Too
strike while
long.
the iron's
True.
hot. His
True.
next one's got to be
True.
Conor in a stadium, execute his ass. Who cares? He can still fight at the White House. Don't know if you Conor loses, fuck it. You still want to
I
watch
would
him.
still watch it. I would still
Look,
watch
if
it. Yeah,
Conor
yeah,
gets
yeah.
knocked out, which he probably will be, he
Mm-hmm.
fight Michael Chandler, co-main event at the White House. You'll still watch it. It's Conor McGregor. But you just got to give him that, I was always better than you. When idols
Oh
become
my
your rivals,
God.
dude. Come on.
All right. I love that idea for sure.
But
But
it'll never happen, most
you're
likely.
just sending my boy to get
Who
executed. No,
cares?
nah.
Who cares? Dude, he's done.
Nah.
He's dated, bro. He's out.
He is dated though.
He's overstayed his welcome in MMA.
True.
Once I saw him punch that dude at the bar with 2 punches and he didn't get knocked out, I knew Conor lost it, bro. Old Conor would have knocked him out in 1. After
Yeah.
2, this guy's still standing. Nah, Conor lost it.
Damn, man. All right. Well, speaking of executions, how about that Joshua Van fight?
Oh, that was a
That
fucking
wasn't an
fight.
execution,
Nah,
but
but that was a
that was a
fight.
crazy fight, though, huh?
Yeah. All right. So good point that you bring up though. So Joshua Van is in a pretty interesting spot, right? He's
Yeah, yeah.
basically playing with house money. So you know
Uh-huh.
what that means is like he basically can't lose. You know, even if he loses,
Okay.
he doesn't lose. So
True.
think about
True.
it.
True.
23 years old, fighting Pantoja, who's arguably top 5 pound for pound currently. You know, ran
Now,
through
yeah.
everybody in the flyweight. He goes in there as a 23-year-old and
He's-
loses.
yeah.
It's it's Pantoja,
It's-
no big
It
deal.
was almost expected.
Exactly, but he goes in there and starches him, puts an ass whooping,
Yeah.
superstardom.
And Joshua Van seems like he's down. You know,
Yes,
he's
he's
not
down for a
there.
scrap.
He's not there to hesitate
Mm-mm.
on scrapping, you know? Like he's in there to fight. Not none of this, oh now or I don't know. It happens all the time actually. You see this up and comer, he's doing great in the early fights, and then next thing you know, he gets a title shot and boom, doesn't even try anything because moment's too big.
Bro,
But it doesn't seem like that for Joshua Van. It seems like he's just there to scrap.
bro, this
And
dude
that's
took
it, you
on
know?
the #1 contender on 3 weeks' notice
Yeah.
after just fighting with a
Yeah.
broken foot or fractured foot, and he went in there and laid an ass whooping. I mean, it was a close
There you
fight,
go.
but it was definitely 2-1.
Oh yeah.
But that dude's
But
the real
now
deal.
Do I think he beats Pantoja? Nah,
Nah, probably not though.
I
But if he
don't.
does
I
though,
don't. But
but if he
is
does,
it will it be a sick fight?
absolutely. Well,
For
he'll
sure.
he'll go in there and make it a dogfight for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's what I would expect from Joshua Van now, you know? But see, now that we expect that type of stuff, then when it's not that, I just hate to be disappointed, you know?
What do you think the opening odds for that is?
The opening odds for that?
Yeah,
Pantoja versus Van?
yeah.
Ooh,
I'll tell you right now.
probably Pantoja minus 250. And then I mean, I would say yeah,
Let's
Pantoja minus
see. Let's see what the
250,
odds say.
Joshua Van
Yeah, it's
plus 330.
nah 165 for plus 165 for Joshua Van.
Wow.
Um, minus 215 for
Okay.
Pantoja.
Yeah.
I mean, it's closer than people think.
Yeah.
But that'd be, dude, in December, co-main event to Ilia, whoever the hell he fights in December, because he wants to come back in December. And then
Yeah.
you have Sean O'Malley opening up the main card since he wants to fight in December too.
Ooh.
I feel like that card is calling our
Ooh.
name if that happens.
Vegas?
That card is calling our name. Vegas.
Vegas? Ooh, that'd be nice.
I think so.
But you already know how UFC is gonna play that game. Get ready to pay
Ah,
$430 for
dude.
nosebleeds, man.
Ilia Topuria, bro. We never saw Conor McGregor fight live. I ain't missing that
True.
one.
True, true, true,
As
true.
soon as you hear the first chord of that guitar,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's over.
Yeah. I'm flipping out.
It's over.
I'm flipping out in that stadium.
Shit. All right, let me see. Let me see what else I got here. Let me see my diary real quick. All right, Peyton Talbot was a
Hey,
sizable
Talbot.
underdog in this fight.
Yep.
He went in there, put an ass whooping.
Yeah. I think he's back.
Called out my
Thinking he's
boy
back.
Adrian Yanez.
I hey, that'd be a
I
nice
kind of like
fight.
that. I mean, they were scheduled
That'd be a nice
before,
fight. Yeah. That'd be a good fight
but
right
my
there.
boy's been injured. He's been out. But
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna have to just bet on him though, you know.
Yeah.
As much as I like Peyton Talbot,
Yeah, Payne Talbot, I think he's back. I think he might have not been in focus the previous fight. You know, I think everything was getting to him a little bit, but now he seems pretty dialed in.
that Frank Ocean, that Frank Ocean
Yeah,
effect.
yeah.
Everything Frank Ocean touches, dude,
They
just
must have cooled
crumbles.
down. You know, they must have cooled down on that stuff because I didn't see him appear on any Frank
Nah.
Ocean stuff no anymore.
What'd you do if you saw Frank Ocean in his corner?
That'd be
Yes,
crazy.
Peyton, get
That'd be crazy.
him.
I,
Get
I
him,
would
Peyton.
expect, I would hope somebody down in the stands that is yelling at Frank Ocean, when are you dropping? I would
Supposedly he's
hope.
coming.
I would hope that somebody's like, when are you gonna drop? And then somebody finds out, you know?
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
All right, so okay, well, I had a different topic, but now that John Jones unretired 12 days later, let's talk
12
about
days is crazy.
the top 5 fights that we missed
So
out on.
since he retired,
What's
he
up?
vacated the belt,
Yes, sir.
right? Right?
Yes,
Right?
sir.
Okay. Okay.
Which was smart, which you should have done a year ago, if you ask me. You should have done it in November, walk off into the sunset, nobody would have said nothing.
Yeah.
But we're 8 months later,
Yeah.
wasted Tom Aspinall's prime. All right,
I'm just wondering what type of game he's playing. Like,
I'm telling you what type
is
of game. So,
I don't go.
one, I mean, what everyone thinks is he wants Tom
Mhm.
Aspinall to fight somebody else in hopes that Tom Aspinall loses,
Okay.
which I doubt it because I think Cyril Gane is next. I mean, Cyril Gane's a striker, but, you know, Tom Aspinall just got to shoot a blast double, call it a day. Fuck it. All right, so one, he's hoping Tom Aspinall loses. Or two, since Tom Aspinall, I think, ever been past the second round, he's basically got no film on him, you know? He knows that Tom Aspinall punches hard. He's got a decent submission game.
He does.
Maybe he's trying to get 25 minutes of film on him.
Mm.
Or three, he just don't want to fight him, and he's like, I don't got the belt, dude. Leave me alone now. Give me legacy fights, bro. Give me Derek Lewis.
Give me Alex Pereira.
Bring Andre Arlovsky back.
Something, right?
But yeah, I mean, there you go, Alex Pereira, dude. That'd be a good legacy fight, just for fun. But it's got no stakes to it.
Now that we got John Jones out the way, and we have these rumors that Francis Ngannou wants to be back in the UFC because that's the best competition. Even though
Nah,
Dana says
he
nah.
said he never wanted. He said he never said that he
Oh,
wanted
he
to
never
come
said
back.
that.
Nah, that's just people
What?
talking.
That was just people talking.
Yeah, he said he's like because Dana White said like, oh, he's now like I don't want him back here, whatever. And then Francis is like, I never said I wanted to come back.
It's jibber jabber. But anyway, the fight, the dream fight right now would be that. That'd be cool.
I
Francis
mean,
Ngannou
just for
versus Tom
fun, yeah.
Aspinall? Yeah, for fun ski?
Oh, I thought you meant no John Jones and Francis
Nah, nah,
Ngannou.
nah, 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 nah. Nah, like if Francis Ngannou like ended up pushing, actually saying no, yeah, I want to be back in the UFC, and he was serious about it,
Or
that'd
even
be a
better,
sick fight.
even better, you get John Jones versus Francis Ngannou for like a #1 contender, and then the
Ooh.
winner gets Tom Aspinall. That way you get 2 fights out of him, you know?
Oh, that'd be nice.
There's
That'd
that.
be nice. But John Jones would never take that.
No, absolutely not.
John Jones would never take that.
Absolutely not.
For a belt, maybe. Other than that, he's not taking a contender fight.
Yep.
What are we talking about?
So if you guys haven't seen the Pound for Pound podcast with Kamaru Usman, Henry Cejudo, Daniel Cormier was on there. And like I told you earlier or recently, he made some valid points on the 3 times that John Jones popped for steroids. It was during the time that he was scheduled to fight Daniel Cormier. That's your GOAT.
Yeah.
We'll have this talk again if you want. But that's your GOAT.
That's the GOAT, man.
A 39-year-old round motherfucker, dude. He's like 5'3", 300 pounds, bro. And you gotta use steroids to try to beat him.
Go on.
That's your
Go
GOAT.
on.
That's your
Go
GOAT.
on. Go on. That's it.
All right,
That's all
hold
you
on.
got?
Now I got more.
Okay, go on.
Dodged the Alexander Gustafsson rematch after fight of the year contender, which could have gone either way.
Didn't he fight him again?
Yeah, come on, dude. He was past his prime. Let's go.
All right, whatever. All right,
What
come on.
else?
Keep going.
Avoided the what's his name? Dominic Reyes rematch when people thought he lost the first 3 rounds. You know what
Didn't
it is. What
deserve
it is.
but I.
It is what it is.
But I.
What else, dude? In and out of competition for years, dude. Avoiding the top contenders. So what are we talking about here?
Avoided the top contenders?
What are we? I mean, after
light heavyweight? In light heavyweight?
After he freaking. You know what, bro?
Excuse me? He didn't clean out the division.
And then what happened? And
then he went to heavyweight. What are we talking about right now?
Cyril Gane, bro. I mean, the guy got wrestled by Francis Ngannou.
And then he went to heavyweight. Come on, what are we talking about right now? All right,
Hey,
for the steroid one, listen. By any means
that's
necessary.
crazy.
What, man? What, man?
Hey, Daniel Cormier also made
What,
that dude was spitting, bro. I thought Daniel
man.
Cormier was just a bitter old man, but that motherfucker was spitting, dude. He was in there saying if you have somebody like professional athlete that does drugs, cocaine, and whatnot, does stuff that that's known to be bad for your body,
right?
You don't think they're gonna do stuff that helps them out? Also,
I mean,
you
again,
you don't think they're gonna do this
by any means? And what could DC do to stop it? Nothing.
That's crazy. That's your GOAT.
Two times.
Steroids. That's not my GOAT. It's not. My GOAT's from Spain. He's 5'4". I don't know how tall he is.
Brother, he beat him while he was coked out. Brother, come on.
The steroids will do that to you.
Come on,
picograms, bro. We're making up terms now. Picograms.
Brother.
He was pulsating.
Bro. We're out here believing Canelo ate steroid beef, bro.
That happens, dude. That happens.
That's crazy right now.
That's your fellow countryman, brother.
You don't think a bunch of people will be on that? Come on, man. What are we talking about right now, bro? You don't think DC touched a little bit of?
Look at him, bro. What part of him do you think was on steroids?
Bro, it's not my fault that dude likes Popeyes every fucking day.
That wasn't a racist joke, though, right?
Nah. He did a commercial for them. No, he didn't do a KFC one.
Yeah, well, you said Popeyes, which made it racist. I don't know.
Oh, that's crazy.
Who was the Popeyes one? Derek Lewis or
I don't know.
Because one of them was KFC, one of them was Popeyes.
One of them did a commercial for fried chicken, brother. Which is, I don't know what they were thinking with that, but he was in there, and that's why I'm referencing.
Throw me 100,000, bro. I'm dancing shirtless with fucking KFC in my hand. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, for sure. But come on, man. It's not our fault. So you didn't see DC back in the day when he was being just a wrestler? You don't think he was steroid out that time?
You ever heard of technique?
You don't
You ever
think
heard of you ever heard of leverage?
But nah, I do believe DC's clean though. I wouldn't believe he juiced up, but you never
Nah,
know.
you
You never
might
know,
have though.
man. With these athletes, dude. You never
Yeah.
know. So that cancels out that conversation right there about picograms. All right.
Nah.
Let's
All right.
let's get that out.
Give me off rip, just off the top of your head, your 5-fight main card for UFC White House. Go.
UFC White House.
UFC White House, 5 fights.
For sure, Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler. That's
Main
a
event?
good one. That's a good one. Main event.
Okay.
Main event. Just because would this count like a UFC fight night, or would this be a pay-per-view?
Nah, this would be like if like the Sphere, you know?
Like the Sphere, like a UFC Noche style
No,
thing?
but yeah, no, it'd still be a pay-per-view, but it'd be like a spectacle, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Michael Chandler versus Conor McGregor.
Okay.
Who else? Throw Sean O'Malley in there,
Okay.
against anybody, anybody that wants to fight him in the bantamweight division. Which who could it be though? Right now,
Corey
that we see?
Sandhagen, pretend he's a champion.
Pretend he's a champion. All right, yeah.
All right.
That that's not happening.
That's not happening,
All right.
but
Okay. Marab beats his ass, then
gets deported.
Then no.
Oh, they don't
Okay,
get deported.
Marab beats his ass, and then he's knocked down. So now we got Sean O'Malley versus Corey Sandhagen.
Fuck it, Sean O'Malley versus Marab 12. Marab's 11-0 against him.
Damn, that would suck.
All right, who
I'm
else?
trying to think of US
That's your
US
co-main?
fighters.
That's your
why.
co-main?
That would be my co-main.
All right.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
Because there's no US champions, dude, other than Kayla Harrison. Yeah,
Oh, her
throw
and
Kayla
Amanda?
Harrison in there,
Her and
yeah,
Amanda?
with Amanda Nunez, something like that. Throw Kayla Harrison in there.
4th of July weekend, dude.
So she would be the co-main, even though,
Okay.
that whatever. And then Sean O'Malley versus Corey Sandhagen.
Okay.
And then what? One more fight?
No, 2 more.
2 more? Damn.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
2 more.
2 more? Shoot.
You said Connor, Chandler, O'Malley, Sandhagen, Kayla, Amanda.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you got 2 more.
Damn. Let's go. Derek Lewis for sure. Versus is freaking
Derek Chauvin.
nah. What's his
You know
name?
who that is?
Nah.
That's the guy that killed George Floyd, the cop.
Oh my god.
Too soon?
Oh my gosh.
It's been 5 years, dude. It's too soon? Derek
That's
against
crazy.
Derek? Come on.
Curtis
Sell it.
Blades, my bad. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
And then last fight, give me the Peyton Talbot versus Adrian Yanez.
Okay.
That'd be a cool one. I'm just trying to think of US,
Yeah, I feel you.
It would I would want it to be American.
I feel you.
Americaned out.
All right. I'm going to go bottom up.
Okay.
Open in the main card. You got President Trump's favorite UFC fighter, Kobe Chaos Covington,
Oh, damn it.
versus Kevin Holland.
Uh-huh.
All right.
All right.
Two Americans.
45-70.
45-70. All right, you got
Yeah.
that. All right. Next
Yeah,
up,
that's a good
we
one.
got
That's a
Sean
good one.
Strickland taking on fucking Adesanya 2. Make it happen.
Ooh. All right.
All right. Moving on. We have, who do we have? Who's American? But hella American.
Hella American.
I'm gonna go. I won't pick anybody you picked already. Let me see.
Okay.
Working my numbers here. Justin Gaethje. Because why wouldn't you?
Oh.
Justin Gaethje
Okay.
versus Dan Hooker. Spectacle.
Dang,
All right.
crazy fight
Now we're gonna move on.
too.
We're gonna move on to some championship fights here.
Okay.
All right. In the main event, we got Tom Tom Aspinall versus John Jones.
Oh, okay. So we're talking about not realistic fights. All right.
I mean, hey, he's back. He's back.
All right.
He's back. I mean, Conor ain't even back. What are we talking about? All right. In our co-main event here, we have.
But
who
he
do we
posted
want?
that AI picture.
You're right. I'm sold. Who do I want as my
I'm sold.
co-main? Who do I want? I need an American. I need an American in every fight.
So the Tom Aspinall versus
Max
John Jones, your main?
Holloway. I don't want him to die by Ilia Topuria. He don't deserve that.
Nah, what
He
are
don't
we
deserve
talking
that.
about right
He
now?
don't deserve that. Not Max Holloway. Take him out. Take him out.
But no, Max
Welterweight.
Holloway? Max Holloway versus what? You could do Charles. That'd be a nice one.
Nah, it's not American enough, dude. I need something.
That's
I need
not
something. I
American
need something
enough?
that yells freedom.
Damn.
What other American guy do we got? I need somebody racist, dude. Is there any racist UFC fighters?
Not that I know of. Just the dude that was used to be a Nazi.
Yeah, the Adrian Yanez.
The
knocked
Swedish
his ass
guy.
out.
The Swedish guy?
No. There was the other guy, the Adrian Yanez.
The one that
knocked out.
just fought this year. He just
Yeah,
fought
but
a couple cards ago.
he's Swedish though.
Oh, okay.
He's a white supremacist, not I guess not racist, but he's a white supremacist. All right, damn it, who do we got? We need somebody good. A welterweight? Bilal Muhammad?
Kamaru?
Nah, Kamaru's washed. We don't want Kamaru.
Kamaru?
No.
Wait, what?
He's washed. We don't want that. We don't want that. This is my co-main event?
This is your co-main, yeah. You're there.
Fuck. Marab versus
Marab. Wow, that's super American.
Yeah, but you gotta throw an American in so he can win the title.
That's super
Malcolm
American.
Wellmaker builds his star up, gets to the freaking title fight, and knocks Marab out.
All right.
There it is. That's my White House.
That's a nice one.
That's my White House right there. Or honestly, dude, you get Colby and Sean Strickland to fight each other just somehow. Who cares? Let's make that happen.
All right.
All right, bro. We got anything else?
That's it. Looks like we
covered enough,
everything.
huh?
Yeah, we covered enough today.
Ilia Topuria, how big do we think he gets?
I
To
think
what
we
levels?
Get Conor McGregor big.
You think
Does
so?
he surpass him? Maybe. If he gets to 3 titles, he surpassed him. And I mean, if how you're saying your theory that they're gonna test out the stadium thing, I think he might be able to fill out Spain stadium.
Yeah, for Spain for sure.
Yeah. Like almost like Julio Cesar Chavez style stadium, you know?
I mean,
That
dude,
he
you
fills
have
it up, man.
you have AJ or what's his name? Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury selling out Wembley Stadium. Let me see how big Wembley Stadium is. Let me see.
Go for it.
Wembley. Is it Wembley or the O2? No, it's
just-
Wembley, huh? Wembley Stadium capacity.
I'm just saying.
All right, 90,000
Islam-
people at Wembley Stadium.
That's easy. Easy.
All right, Real Madrid Stadium, 81,000. Come on.
Oh yeah.
What are we talking about? We can do
That's
this.
easy. That's an easy one.
And it's Spain, bro. You got people flying in from all the countries around it.
Yeah, I mean,
They're all- I'm
and
telling
then
you,
he has Georgian fans as well.
Or even Do Patty there, dude. It's a short flight. Let's
Yeah.
see. He's a Scouser.
Scouser.
Liverpool flight to Madrid.
But that to fill out a stadium like that, it would be cool. Like if
Dude.
it's the
2.5 hour flight from Liverpool to Madrid. Is he Liverpool?
Oh,
what's
that's
what's
not
Scouser? Is that
that's
Liverpool?
not bad.
Or Manchester? No, he's Liverpool, right?
I don't know.
I don't know what Scouser is, dude.
Yeah, I don't know what
Who
Scouser
cares
is,
though? But a
but
2.5
he's
flight,
Scouser,
two
but
and a half hour flight.
Either way, yeah.
Come on,
That's
make it
not
happen.
bad at all.
Make it happen, dude. All right. Well, hopefully something cool happens. We'll find something cool to talk about next week.
All right.
Oh, one more thing before I forgot to tell you. For the whole show, dude, you had a little bit of a John Jones glaze right here on your beard. Might want to clean that up.
Oh man.
Might want to clean that up.
Yeah. Shoot. That's crazy.
All right.